Hi there, Trevor here from Double Bill Movies. Okay, so I received my copy of Zombie Holocaust a couple of days early. So I watched it last night and I thought I'd do a review for you. I'm also going to show you some picture comparisons from the earlier Blu-ray that 88Films put out. So, it's a great film. It's cheesy. It's kind of like a cheap version of Zombie Flesh Eaters. Don't really know why it's called Zombie Holocaust. There's not really that many zombies in it. There's more cannibalism in this movie than there is zombies, I would say. I kind of like the concept behind the reason for the zombies. That's pretty cool. With an actor who looks extremely like Harvey Keitel, even though he's not, and yet he sounds also like Harvey Keitel, even though it's definitely not, because that gentleman was older than Harvey Keitel is by about 10 years. But it does have Ian McCulloch in the film, and actually I found that he's been in plenty of things that I have, World War II series like Cold Hits or Manhunt, and things like that, but plenty of other great films as well. So, this is the release we're talking about. I did an unboxing, which I also put up on my channel, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to watch that. But I'm sure you'll get yours tomorrow, Monday, and you can obviously have a better look yourself. So the original Blu-ray, which is this one here, has a very, very grainy picture, lots of dirt and scratches and damage and whatnot, and is a pretty washed out picture, but as I put it up on my projector to take the screen images, I thought it looked quite nice in a nice gritty way and really suits the film. But now this 4K does not give it that uber lovely, clean, amazing 4K look, but what it does do is, I think, present the film in the best way it's going to ever be seen. You know, the film stock clearly was not amazing, and it is still a very grainy film, and you can actually see some vertical lines, I think possibly where scratches and things have been removed, but they're not too prominent, and actually seeing them on my screen, which is 106 inch, compared to, I'm guessing, what sort of, you know, most of you will be watching on a TV, I would imagine, I don't think it will be as obvious, and also I think the grain will look probably better on your TVs than it does blown up on my screen. Now, the reason the grain looks so bad on here is, if you think a lower resolution, the grain is actually blurry, so thus it kind of looks bigger, and you know, now this is much finer detail, a higher resolution, the grain is much smaller but still very prominent. It sounded good. I didn't have any problems with the sound. I don't know the movie enough to say if there was anything missing. Hopefully there isn't, because, you know, we wouldn't want to have to go through another disc replacement, like there's issues with House on the Edge of the Park and what was it, Hell of the Living Dead. But on first impressions, everything's fine on this, and it's a lovely release. Like I said in my unboxing, it's great artwork, and these new slip covers from 88 are just great. The way they slip on and off nice and easily. Alright, so let's have a look at these image comparisons, shall we? Okay, so this is from the Blu-ray. This is Mr. McCulloch. As you can see, quite a washed out picture. There's plenty of detail there, but this is them obviously on the island. Again, quite a bit of detail, but actually quite a washed out picture. And I got a night scene, so the blacks are not very black, it's not very dark, it seems well, too bright basically. And that's a thing with Blu-ray. For some reason, although it is capable of producing deeper blacks, I found so many Blu-rays, especially after doing comparisons with 4K, to be way too bright. And there we go, so see near the end. So take a glance at his blue shirt. And now we'll go and have a look at the 4K. So there we go. Much better detail, much better colours, and much better contrast, I would say. It's, I mean, you know, this is still very grainy. Let's go to this shot. So again, much better, more colours, more natural looking, and much better contrast. So if I zoom in, there you go. It's still grainy, but it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as it did on the Blu-ray. And like I said, seeing it like that, that's more like what it will look like on your screen, I would say. So I think you'll be happy with the grain levels. Like I said, I'm blowing it up on quite a big screen, and there we go. Much darker, much more representative of night, and yeah, is much more pleasing to look at, I think, I would say. But still, fair amount of detail. And there we go. And then to this last one, see, much bluer, much darker, just better overall. Now I can actually go to another image. If I come out of this, and there you go. I know it's got me up in the corner, but that's them side by side, really. And so that's what you'll be getting. I think it's a much better presentation of the film. Should be a much more enjoyable experience for you. And you know, I found the gore effects and everything, they look great. They didn't look too cheesy, they didn't look too fake. But you know, that's part of why we like these films, is that we know they're fake, and they do look fake, if you see what I mean. But anyway, right, so that's them. So there we go. Just a quick look at some images from both versions of the film. Now that Blu-ray, like I said, is not the Blu-ray that comes with the 4K. I would imagine that is taken from the same master as the 4K. So that should be an upgraded Blu-ray. So definitely, if you're thinking about going to 4K, but want to see a much improved version of the film, then definitely get yourself this copy from 88Films, and when you do upgrade to 4K, you'll be able to watch it properly. And so if this was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the way it was presented, and the picture comparison and everything, if you're new to the channel, yeah, please subscribe. It would be great to have you along. I got plenty of different things in my various playlists for you to go and check out. But until the next video, take it easy.